We are witnessing a mass exodus of the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to see what happens when all the hard working, job creating, tax...
Look at the figures. These people didn't leave because the UK is bad, no.
I've spoken to numerous British expats interrogating the reasons why they have permanently moved away, and the same answers keep coming up again and again.
If you don't like the changes that we've made, I say the door is open and you can leave.
Welcome back to the channel, fam. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today we're going to be looking again at the UK. Apparently nearly 700,000 people are set or have already left the UK. And in this video we're going to be looking at 4 clips of people explaining why it is that some people choose to leave the UK. And then in my own mind, I'm curious to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Is this really the solution? Is fleeing the solution? Let's dive right in.
Paying citizens of the United Kingdom up and leave and go fuck it. We may as well go and live somewhere else. So there we go. Number of Britons leaving the UK significantly higher than previously thought, new data shows. 257,000 people left last year, compared to what they estimated as being 77,000. Now, when you ask Grok if this is true, watch what it comes up with. ONS revised estimates show over 250,000 British nationals emigrated in 2024, far exceeding prior projections of around 70,000. This is what happens when you don't listen to people. You tax them into oblivion. People haven't even got 50 fucking quid left in their account after all their taxing and the bills and the council tax and the mortgage. And the rates are going up again, aren't they, at the end of this month? Rachel Reeves is going to be doing the budget. So there you go. That is the state of the UK. It's okay. Nothing to see here. Every fucker is leaving because the country is a pile of shit. The NHS doesn't work. The police definitely don't work. The roads are a fucking travesty. You could have bought a transit van for 10.5 grand 10 years ago. It's 50 grand now. They're taking the fucking liberty piss out of all of us. So, we'll see what happens when normal hard-working people that pay their taxes up and leave. There's going to be fuck all left in this country.
So what do you guys think about this clip here? It appears that we're not really sure what kind of people are leaving the UK though. But are these the people that you would like to leave the UK? Anybody in the UK, let me know down in the comments below. Have you noticed a difference now that 700,000 people have left? Because I don't even know, because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, like the UK doesn't really feel like home anymore. Is it because like all the true UK citizens have left or are leaving? Is that why? And it's being replaced by the incoming traffic? I don't really know. Please, let's talk about it down in the comments below.
They left because they had better opportunities somewhere else. Some people left because their mission in the UK has been accomplished. Some left because their student visa or work visa expired. Some left because they just want to feel how it is living outside the UK. But what does the figure tell you? Look at the figures per nationality. That ILR is not the solution to your problem. That passport doesn't guarantee you living the life of your dreams. So if at this point you are still losing your sleep over a change in immigration policy, ILR, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, that means you are very myopic in thinking. And you don't have a progressive mentality. You have limited yourself. You fail to open your mind to the opportunities available to you all over the world. You don't have to come and die here. I know of a British couple that relocated to Africa. Africa. Must you die here?
So this guy sounds like my African brother. It looks in his background that he's still in the UK while he's talking about people mustn't die to remain in the UK. Like, so I understand that like it might work for some people. I get where he's coming from, so let me not be ridiculous here. Yeah, so I agree with this brother here. I think it's a lot of people, like especially from like the African countries and developing countries, we tend to think that the grass is greener. We'll sell everything that we have just to have a chance to be like in the West, only to get to the West and find out that, the grass actually is not that green. Compared to Africa, it's still green, but not as green as they were thinking. Right? And then it raises the question, like, is fleeing the right answer? Because a lot of Africans, we flee our own countries because of bad leadership, bad standard of living, a lot of bad things, right? Crime rates are up as well. So people flee for greener pastures, but is that the right solution? Should we be staying in our own countries and actually trying to improve upon the way it is there? Should we try and water our own grass to make it greener? And is that what the UK citizens should be doing as well? Should they be watering their own land rather than fleeing it for the likes of their PM, who already even said that if you don't like the changes that they're making, that the doors are open and you can leave? So is leaving really the right solution here?
The backbreaking cost of living and childcare in the UK, a poor work-life balance, the cold weather and never-ending winter, the constant looming threat of crime in London, and the rise of racism in the UK. The UK is just too expensive for normal working people to raise a family. Last week, the Office of National Statistics quietly admitted it had been systematically undercounting British emigration in recent years. Now it estimates that actually around 650,000 British citizens left the UK between 2021 and 2024, so 344,000 more than they previously estimated. So why are people leaving? The reasons are consistent across surveys, with cost of living, with an emphasis on housing, coming up again and again. Wages haven't kept up with rents, energy bills, and food prices. The people leaving tend to be working age, especially 25 to 44-year-olds, and Australia, New Zealand, Canada, the US and the UAE are the biggest draw to highly skilled young professionals working in healthcare, teaching, tech, finance, academia, and more. So a data expert told us this age group are the most able to act on the feeling that you don't have to endure high costs, high tax, low rural Britain. You can go to other countries that offer a clearer route to a good life. So what does the future hold? Recently, a poll found that around 30% of 18 to 30-year-olds are either seriously considering emigrating or actively planning it, with many of them saying they just don't see a long-term future for themselves in the UK.
There you have it, you guys. So here I am in Canada. A lot of Canadians, we complain about the state of affairs. Turns out that actually people in the UK are actually fleeing the UK to go to Canada. Imagine that. Meanwhile, you have people in Canada looking to flee Canada to go where you're going to go, right? So I myself, I'm with my family here. I have 4 kids. I'm my significant other. And I think we're going to be staying in Canada. We're going to be watering the grass here in Canada. We're going to be pushing for better policies, holding our elected officials accountable to ensure that our children are able to grow up in a better environment than we did, right? And that's the best that we can do. I don't think running is the answer here, because eventually we're going to run out of countries to run to. Eventually we're going to have to stand up to our own elected officials and hold them to the same level that they hold us to. Because us as citizens, we're held to a certain standard. Why shouldn't they be as well? Comments, opinions down in the comments below. I'll be linking these videos in the description as usual. Be sure to give this video a like and a subscribe. And until next time, peace.